What up, beautiful people? It's your boy Nate Jackson. You know, one time I did I want to say it was Foxhole Radio. Foxhole Radio, and Guy Black was the program director over there at Sirius XM satellite. This is before Kevin Hart owned Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM. It was Foxhole. Jamie Foxx owned it. And everybody would come in week in and week out, and they would say, "What's up? It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your girl. It's your girl." And I don't know if it was his own pet peeve or if it was actual, like, a level of professionalism. And he was like, nobody else say it's your boy. It's your girl. And it just dawned on me that I did it right then because I'm like, what's up? It's your boy. So allow me to reintroduce myself. Hello, beautiful people. It's Nate Jackson here for another episode of Opinionated. Okay. This is one of the hottest podcasts in the country. Argue with a tree. Argue with your mama. This is where it's at. I just got back from St. Louis. I did Kansas City and St. Louis Saturday and Sunday with Matt Rife on the Stay Golden tour. And that shit was fun. I can't even hold you. That was a fun experience. It was a celebrity hosting situation. So in Kansas City, nobody knew I was on the show. Show's already sold out. He does it to where 5 minutes before the show starts, the host does a God mic introduction to the show, gives a couple warnings about cell phones, and then 5 minutes later, when the show starts, Matt introduced the host himself. And then the host goes up, does 10. Then the feature goes up and does 20. And then Matt goes out and does an hour, maybe an hour, whatever he feels. He might do an hour 20 or whatever. End of his show, he says, thank you. And, I love you guys. I would love to get a beautiful picture with everybody that was on the show. If you guys would be so kind as to get your cell phones out, light the room up. And then he does a curtain call and brings his people back out. That's going to happen on my tour. So it always just like, right now our pre-show's an hour. So his people were still seated, whereas mine are like, man, let me get up out of here. I've been in here 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I think just less is more for me. And that's no knocking anybody that's been on the shows or anything like that, but I think we lose track of what people are buying a ticket for when we're chasing our own star. And if my star is diminished, I can't help anybody else shine. It's rule number one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm full on gonna make a push as if I'm not already pushing day and night and exhausting myself, but full on gonna make a push and appeal to the people that we get my shows to the size of what I just did. And Matt was doing 12,000 seaters, 12,000 to 15,000 seaters. So we saw 24,000 people in 2 days. And it was essentially like if we were to do the ShoWare Center here in Washington. Like when we went to Kansas City, the St. Louis Blues, we performed in the place where they have their hockey games. And it was off the chain. Like I was on the first night, like I'm not even gonna hold you. I performed like I had a chip on my shoulder on some follow that type shit. The next night I was like, man, this is a cohesive thing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Did my shit, have fun. Matt said he's having a good time. The people are having a good time. He's very his schedule is very prepared. For instance, he called me and asked me to do this almost a year ago. Right? Could you imagine if we had that much lead time and that much time with tickets on sale and that much time to market and that much time to, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I've gone on tour with any of the promotion companies, we have been under the gun. Like, congratulations, here's your deal. Also, here's your routing. Also, could you shoot us a promo video? And could you do drops for the cities? That'd be like, we got it Monday. By Thursday, they need all that shit from us. What? Way under the gun, way behind the ball. And so, as an Omega, piss poor preparation promotes pain. That's what we're taught, the 5 Ps. And the more advanced notice we can have on things, the better. It makes it easier for merch. It makes it easier for dates. It makes it easier to plan anything around it, things to do during the day, rest, after parties, whatever. Like, it just gives you more. Like, I would love to know where we're going to be in fucking March. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact is Australia, and then we don't know what's next.
What's the difference?
Between what and what?
Is Matt with a different...
No.
Yeah, so what's the difference then? Why is...
Great fucking question. Because that's what I called them and asked. Sunday morning, I was like, fuck is we doing? Like, we want to grow, right? So let's grow. Like, these cities are carpet bombed with stay golden, stay golden, stay golden, which is super dope and fire. But the cities, when we come into them, it'd be some marketing. It's more than it ever was before. So that I'm thankful for. But I told them, I said, listen, Kansas City, New York, and that Texas date that's outside of Dallas, I said, I want to see what it would turn into if we marketed the fuck out of it. Let's see what is our return on the ads. If it's usually, I think an industry standard is like $5 for every $1 you spend. You know what I'm saying? But everything we've done has been more than the industry standard. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Like we if the industry standard is $5 for the $1 that you put in, mine will fuck around and be 7, 8, 9. So it's like, what is the trepidation about? Let's get it. Because so I chose Kansas City because Kansas City has already proven to be a strong market for me each time I go into it. Even when I had that storm and couldn't land. And then just rocking in front of 12 to 14,000 people to be like, hey, I'll be back on the 10th. It's like it's a no-brainer to follow up on that with some ads, you know what I'm saying? Then Huntington, New York, which is, that's New York. Because the population is so dense there, it's like, it seems to me like that'd be a good place to drop an ad. Just too many eyes see one ad in that city. And then the third being Texas, just because, look at how Texas has been. So I try to pick low risk, high reward cities, low hanging fruit, whatever you call it, whatever your word is for it, to where an ad spend isn't as risky. When as far as saying, hey, I will triple whatever the advertising budget is, and that's myself, if that's what I need to do. How much are you going to spend? Bet I'll throw 2 times that at it as well. Because I want to see. We'll never know. Tacoma was supposed to be my market to find out. And then Emerald Queen didn't add any more shows. It's the most fucking ridiculous, underwhelming thing that anything could have happened to me locally. Like, this is where all the grind is. This is the epicenter of it. I booked the second biggest venue in Tacoma, and then they don't add shows, and I'm sold out for like 4 months. When I said I'll only do it if 2 reasons. 1, put me on the freeway for 5 months, and 2, be willing to add shows until we can't add no more. We should have been able to add 2 more shows on that. Then we would have seen 6,000 people. Then we would have known off the top that was something we could have done at the Tacoma Dome, because their smallest footprint seating thing is 6,000. The fact that it would be at Tacoma Dome, like the whole city would be talking. That's the whole thing. Is not just I'm funny or it's a great show or the openers are great, or it's about I don't want to miss that. Everybody going, I would imagine out of 12,000 people, there's got to be 4,000 that are just FOMO. It's got to be. There's got to be 4,000 that are just straight up FOMO. And then I saw entire organizations there too, like people, like whole rows wearing the same shirt or something from their business or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so there's even been some outreach on that level. I know I'm not getting that, but he sold out Madison Square Garden 2 times. So of course it's going to take that, right? And it was just awesome to see. Like, I was super proud of him. You know what I mean? He's still mad, wildly humble. You know what I'm saying? Just his 30th birthday was 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's taken all of everything in stride, all the cancel culture stuff, and like, look, man, I'm a comic. I'm telling my jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still hip hip hooray for me on Matt, for sure. If you have ever watched any of his videos or you like any of his stuff, I encourage you to go out and catch a date if you can catch one, so he can go from 12,000 to 30,000. But we got to get from, we're in 2,500, 3,500, and 4,500 seaters. We should be in 6,500, 7,500, 8,000 seaters. What's the difference?
How long was Matt's pre-show?
I mean, from doors until, what do you mean pre-show?
Like lights dim, they're starting the show. That's what I meant. Like his openers.
Literally, let's say the show starts at 7. At 6:55, I was on the mic reading this announcement. Hey, Kansas City, blah, 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 blah. No cell phones, no whatever. Show starts in 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, Matt's on the mic. Give it up for one of my best friends. Da, da, da. He has a special on Netflix right now. Super funny. Y'all give it up for Nate Jackson. I'll go out, boom, knock off 10. Countdown clock's right there. Bring up the next act. They do their 20, and then I go back out, and it's just address whatever from that 20 minutes, not even doing a set or no jokes, none of that. Without further ado, bam. You know what I'm saying?
So sounds like
it's exactly
about a half hour.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Which we've already discussed and said was a sweet spot.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is. Mine's a little bit different. It's like, how you going to be mindful of the clock and you want it to be your tour? Or how you going to be mindful of the clock and you drunk? How you going to be mindful of the clock and you trying to film a DVD? How you going to be? It's like everybody has their own.
Trying to get your merch off.
Right. It's too many personal agendas when at the end of the day, like, all those little agendas add up to being a lot of not focused, off-task shit that hurts the overall thing. I didn't sell merch. I didn't feel the need to. Finesse didn't sell merch. He didn't feel the need to. And so there was no hustling and none of that. Like, it's like, my shit is the Wild West, nigga. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you're an opener and
I wouldn't change that. It's just about having a balance. You get what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't be in my merch line running down the line trying to sell stuff. Like, that's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Set up over here, and if they come to you, they come to you.
Well, I was going to say, being an opener for me, it's the mindset of, I'm here because of the headliner. So when I'm on your shows, like, I'm here for Nate. And even if there's been a few videos I've had Kiki, BT Kingsley's assistant, I would ask her to grab a video of me walking out on stage, and in every single video you'll hear me be like, all right, BT, I'm doing this equal slapbacks, and I'm out of there. Right. Like, that's my mindset. Like, let me do, and I'm gone. Like, I'm not, let me just get in. Nate's giving me the 7 minutes, and I'm gone. Like, I'm out. Like, it's just this thing. Like, I ain't here for.
I can't help how people, I can't help how that is perceived, or, if you're like, I'm just gonna do my little, but it's your little, and it's the next person's little, and it's the next person's little, or it's and you know what I'm saying? And then after, so I'm just gonna stand right here a little bit closer. Then they're like, well, I'm gonna stand a little closer. Then I'm gonna stand a little closer. Now it's on my merch. And like, so this was like clean, very low, even though it's 4 times the amount of people, it was less backstage. It was less. It was just like it was very skeleton. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was a tour manager. Like, I don't want to say too much behind the scenes of his operation, but it's close. It was a tight knit, close, well oiled machine. Boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where we got to get to. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just where we have to get to. And I think that in doing that, we can be more effective, and I think it does close the gap between what was and what will be. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's extra at this level is preventing us from going to the next level. Gotta streamline everything. Anyway, that's enough behind the curtain Wizard of Oz for stand-up comedy and all that stuff. I want to have some fun. I want to have some fun on this show, and just talk to y'all a little bit about what's what. I'll tell you a moment that was funny though. Finesse Mitchell was on stage, and this lady was like, "Where's Matt?" And he was like, he was off put. He was like, whoa. And this is a guy with 35 years in the game, did Saturday Night Live, had Showtime, has a special on YouTube, just came out called Slightly Offensive. And he's like, wait, what? And so then he was like, you must not have been to a show before. Like he goes through it like normal, like, I don't know, like maybe an uncle talking to his niece. Like, hold on, this is he don't just come right out. Like he has openers, sit tight. Yeah. I go on stage. Where's the goofy bitch that said, "Where's Matt?" And then I point her out. And it's a whole white audience. So everybody's like, right there. Like they're all snitching right away. I'm like, shut your goofy ass up. Like we don't got careers too. I don't play that shit. Yeah, I almost hit her with the 1, 2, 3, shut your goofy ass up from 12,000 people. But yeah, then after Finesse was like, man, I don't know. I felt a way about like how I handled that. Like I was like, what do you mean you felt a way? He was like, I didn't want to, do too much or like have it be a moment where she felt like she was being reprimanded, And I was like, did you hear what I said right after you got off stage? She's like, no, I missed it. I said, where's the goofy bitch at? That just said, where's Matt? The fuck do you mean, where's Matt? Nobody was not on my set. No, and shouldn't have been on his. He was having a good set. Fuck that. Bitch, you can wait a half hour. The fuck? On my shit, these niggas out there an hour and 15 minutes. You ain't nobody saying, where's Matt? Not out loud. So that was a funny moment for sure. Yeah, there was a girl in a wheelchair trying to get her titty signed. I was like, okay. He got a different level of like she literally had like a fucking
the oxygen.
Yeah, bruh, she was, I can't even make it up. Like she was full on oxygen, but it wasn't even like it was like this was like the good health insurance kind. Like, it was thick, like and she's in the chairs like, I'm my titties. Like I was like, this is fucking crazy. He's like, I said, Matt, you better not sign them goddamn titties. So yeah, good stuff. That was something that happened that I thought was funny. What you got going on? You've been out here a whole weekend with just what you doing?
Shit, I've been like just editing and watching, catching up on stuff on Netflix and stuff. I watched this. There was a lot of memes going around, so I was like, "What's everybody talking about?" And I watched it's a documentary series on Netflix called "The Unknown Number." You heard about this?
67?
Not 67. Mm-mm.
I don't know. I keep seeing that.
It's a documentary series. It's called Unknown Number, and it is about this girl and her boyfriend. They're in high school. They like 15, 16 years old, and they getting harassed over a year and a half from this unknown number, cyberbullying. Unknown phone number.
Okay.
Cyberbullying them like, the girls getting text messages, I just sucked your boyfriend's dick and you're a skank and you should kill yourself. And the whole documentary series is them trying to figure out who the hell it is. They bring in other teenage girls in. They thinking it was this. And it's a small town, too, where one of them towns where everybody knows everybody.
Goddamn principal.
And, well, I knew, that's basically what it was.
Really?
It was her own mom.
Damn.
And it was this hella creepy-ass story on, like, so the boyfriend ended up like, hey, we can't date. Like, this is crazy. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And they knew it was somebody that knew them because it would be stuff that just happened. Like, what the fuck?
How do you know we just went to the movies?
Everybody looking. So he's like, let's just break this off, right? So then the dude, he starts dating this other girl in this other town. And then that girl starts getting text messages. Ooh. And then that girl's mom starts getting text messages. And the mom is like, hey, you need to kill this.
Yeah.
So they ended up getting the FBI involved, and then they got a search warrant to figure out this website that was where the unknown number was coming from. And then they hit them with a warrant, and they was like, well, here's the number that's connected to. Turns out it was the mama, and then they showed the body cam footage of the police going up to the mom.
This is a true story?
It's a true story, man.
Oh,
it's a whole news story that happened in it originally happened in like 2015, I think. And then they put this documentary out. But the thing that everybody, like Trevor Wallace, he made this funny ass little skit about it where, because she's over here defending, she's like, I love my daughter and I would never intentionally do something to try to hurt her. And then, so Trevor was doing that, and then it would cut to her on the couch because her text messages was crazy. Like, I just stuck, your boyfriend just stuck his fingers in my ass. Why don't you go kill yourself, you stupid slut?
Really?
Yes, to her own daughter. Like crazy shit for over a year and a half.
All right, what nationality were all these people?
You already know.
Mexicans?
you know what's funny though? Of course, they're white people. When they go to the principal, and the principal is sitting there, this is before they don't know who it is yet. And the principal is like, well, why don't did you try getting the kids a new number? And they like, well, no, we don't want to do that. And then the principal is just like, why don't you just get a new number?
Right.
And then you can figure it out. If you only give people your number.
Specifically.
Specifically, you'll narrow it down. But I guess the mom was like, no, because then,
I would have made 10 Google Voice numbers and gave everybody a different one. And then I would know who hit me because I'd be like, gotcha, bitch. But that still doesn't help you if they got a website that's playing middleman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was, it was just crazy, and it was weird because the mom is off her. She's out.
Actually, no, it would because let's say you give 777-1234, 777-1235, 777-1236, and you give 1236 to the mama, and then.
Well, the mom, see, that's the thing. The mom would automatically. I mean, if your kid is getting a new number, she's gonna have them all, or you know what I mean?
Right. Well,
so you wouldn't.
If she calls that number from. No, because, the computer's going to block it regardless.
Right. Like the only people who will know who the number is obviously the company or whatever the website or whatever the app is.
The one the FBI hit.
Yeah. And they can't give it up unless they get that with the warrant. But it was funny because people was like, she's got one of those white ladies with, no disrespect to, the white people who got that thin lip.
Too late.
But you know what I'm talking about?
About to say white people don't got lips.
That thin?
No, first of all, if anybody says no disrespect, the next shit about to be hella disrespectful. You ain't slick. So the mama ain't got no lips.
There was one where the gums are exposed when her mouth was just like this.
Damn.
Exposed. Yeah. So
kill yourself, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Remember when I had lips? When I gave birth to you, you snatched them off, bitch.
So people was spitting memes like, I knew as soon as I seen her lips, she was up to no good.
That's what they said. That's what the caption said. Yeah, you ain't got no lips. We know you did it.
But she was out of her mind. She was trying to justify. She was like, when people get like yes, did I love my daughter. Did I do something wrong? Absolutely. But it's no different from when people get like a DUI and they've made a mistake.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Everybody's like,
no, bitch,
no, it's not, bitch. You
and you wanted her to kill herself.
Right. She's, no, I didn't want my daughter to kill herself. Then why you're specifically telling the truth?
Was she trying to push dude out of her life? Because
that's what people thought, right? But then so they were like,
so for her to follow him and the mom on the other town,
she had a thing for the boy. That's what I think. She was obsessed over this young boy.
She had to have.
And she was the basketball coach. She was the assistant basketball coach on her daughter's team.
She was around him.
She was the softball coach.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because I guess one of her one game,
no lips
she had her daughter had a bad game, and that night she getting a text message, "Aha, you stupid slut! You only had 2 points." Like you stupid. Her mom's coaching the team,
and so she's like, "Whoever it is watching my games."
Yeah, it was gnarly,
I would have
man.
figured out who. I would have started doing shit. Like that's the thing. Like I'd have been like, "All right, tonight we're gonna go bowling, and only tell." Somebody specific, all right, bowling. You know what I'm saying? That way, if I get fuck the computer blocking it. I know who knew I was going bowling.
There was an incident that came up that happened. They thought they had it. So there was a Christmas outing with the family.
Yeah. And
somebody took a picture of, like, I guess she got a phone or something on the couch. And then she got sent that picture of like, oh, so you think you got a new phone and you're going to be, texting new people? Guess again, bitch. Like, some shit like that.
I can still get to you.
So then they were like, well, wait a second. Who the hell was at whoever sent this to me
Had this picture.
and they were physically here.
Yes.
So then they were narrowed it down to this cousin. They were
Okay.
like, "Oh, it's you," and they brought her in, and they were interrogating her, and she was like, "No, I didn't send it." And then later that night, she got a text message too, like, "Ah, you stupid bitch! How did you talk to the cops?" I got his shit. It was wild.
Damn.
So to know it was the mama the whole time. And I guess this mom, she was lying. She was lying to her
you
husband.
see your mom go, and then your phone goes, like, bitch, it's you.
Oh, she had, you know what? She had two phones too. She had her actual phone and then the burner phone she was using. Because when the cops pulled up, she was coming from the backyard to basically confront her. Like, we know it's you, bitch.
Right.
And she was coming from the backyard because she hid the phone. So then when they were sitting there, and then that was the weird, because they brought the daughter in to tell her, like, your mom has been the one texting you the whole time. And her mom.
Was she shocked or was she like,
she didn't, she was kind of computing. She was like, wait a minute. So my mom was texting me? And her mom is holding her like the whole time.
Ooh,
so it looks all evil. Then they had to call the husband over because the husband was like, this has been ruining our marriage the past year and a half. And then he found out. He was like, "Oh no, you need to get out.
Yeah,
you need to get your shit, get out."
With.
And then you see the daughter like realizing like what's happening. And then she had been lying. I guess she's like, "So wait a minute. So the job that you said you've had this whole time, you didn't even have that. So when you go, I'm going to work. You would be going to a coffee shop and be texting our daughter, fucking with her all day."
Because husband thought so too, right? Like, well, you ain't never brought no money home with this job you got.
Right, exactly. So he was like, "What the?" So she was lying about jobs she had, lying about that. And
that's got to be something. That's some type of disease, bro.
She tries to blame it on she got molested as a kid
ain't got nothing to do with
and
her
all this
coochie,
weird
bro. Ain't
shit.
got nothing to do. But this I'm talking about in the brain. She got no lipiosis. Nigga, she got something. And you know what? There's parents that be jealous of their kids like that and be sabotaging them and shit. I had a homeboy, we played football, and he was cold. And okay. At this time, I wouldn't even say homeboy. This is just a kid at another school I knew about. He's on the team. Coach didn't put him in for something. I don't know if he was getting his cleats wrapped or something. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was like it was a reasonable reason for why he was not in the game, okay? Mom walks out of the bleachers, out onto the goddamn track, out into the sideline, walks straight up the 50-yard line, out onto the field, grabs a ref, brings him to the sideline, cusses the ref and the coach out, and then takes her son off the field publicly on Friday night lights in front of the entire community. What up, beautiful people? It's your boy, Nate Jackson. Listen, between my busy schedule and summer plans, sometimes all I got is a couple minutes. That's it. Factor Meals helps me eat smarter with tasty chef-prep meals that are dietitian approved and delivered right to my door. And now, with more than 65 weekly meals made for how I live and what I like to eat, I've got even more ways to fit in a real meal wherever the day takes me. They got more variety and even more meals. Choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. You can support your wellness goals. Enjoy even more GLP-1 friendly meals and the new Mediterranean diet options that are packed with protein and good-for-you fats. You can savor global flavors. Listen, for the first time, you can try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. I use this and you should too. Eat smart at factormeals.com/opinion50 off and use the code opinion50 off to get 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for a year. That's code opinion50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for a year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Factor. It's the real deal.
Embarrassing.
Now, how does that... You had every step down the bleachers, and you can't just go from the bleachers to the field. You had to go under the bleachers, through a little gate, through a little fence. Then you walk out amongst the other team. You storming that whole way. There's no thought in your mind that goes, I probably shouldn't embarrass my baby in front of everybody. I shouldn't embarrass myself in front of everybody. No, went out and did that. Went out and snatched that boy off that field and was like, he don't go here no more. And that's when then I met him, because then he was at our like that week's football practices and shit. I'm like, this nigga in football practice, he ain't even got classes yet.
Mm-hmm.
Talented dude, but that shit was nuts. Parents that do that, or you like the coaches are like, yo, where is he? Like, we have practice. You know, we got practice. What's going on? Mom, dad ain't helping them get to practice, or letting the kid fuck up. That's another thing. Like, you ain't gonna be shit. So when they get when they get on that wrong path, they don't do nothing to correct it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You dig your own grave.
Yeah, that's
no lipiosis. You ain't got no lips. You ain't got no lips. And every time you look at your baby with lips, it's your face with lips. You mad at your baby for having lips. You ain't got no goddamn lips.
I'm gonna send this picture to her. This is what she looked like. I made this meme.
To me?
Yeah, I made this meme where I put like, I was like, spooky season is finally here, and I put all these monsters together. And I put her a part of it. But you can zoom in on her lips.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
She got lips?
Nah. If you pull in, you see the...
I'm going to keep it a buck with you. This lady look like Jayla.
Oh!
You see it? Can you see it?
I just did.
Okay, so on the screen, on this hand, I want this mama, and on this hand, I want Jayla. Jayla looks like an attractive, a smart version of this lady.
Oh my God.
This lady's nose is up like this. She got lips, but she got a lot of. What the daughter look like?
She like a blonde. Here, I'll send you this. She's the cover of they put her on the cover of it. Yeah, she don't really look like her mama. She kind of look more like the dad, I guess. Yeah.
Remember when I was asking you what I was like, what is it like if you're attracted to a girl and find out that the girl look like her daddy?
Oh, yeah.
Because of that girl, when I was like, damn, you got a fat ass. Where you got all that ass from? She's like, my daddy. I was like, oh my God. You got ass from your dad, baby? What's he doing? Like, that's what I'm supposed to say next? Nigga, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Parents wanting, it's funny too, because, McKenna, my daughter, she goes to college on Thursday. And yeah, happy for you, McKenna. But I am really happy for her so she can get away from her boyfriend, and I guess her boyfriend's going to be helping her move. So I was just like, oh, so he's going to be there. But then I was like, actually, I kind of like that. He going to be up there because I'm going to be messing with him the whole time. I'm going to be like, yeah, man, Jack, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. McKenna, this is an all-girl dorm.
Just know if I wasn't going to be gone, there's nothing you can do to keep me from going up there. There's nothing you can do to keep me from being a part of that transit. There's nothing you can do. You'd be like, hey, this is just a family. I'm like, yep, and I'll be right there with the pizzas and shit. Because I want that Mike Lowry.
Yeah,
I want that Martin Lawrence in the doorway. Whatever you do to her, we're going to do to you type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm in operation. I'm trying to break them up. I mean, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to have to do it.
It's not going to take no effort. It's not going to take no effort. Like, History would go to show you and prove the demanding schedule for college makes it too hard to keep that going. Also, the mentality shift you have to have very fast to survive at the new cadence and pacing of college. You grow up damn near 3 years right away. Within a week and a half. Just that's what the whole orientation thing is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, your parents is gone, you're gonna have to like, you know what I'm saying? So
all those text messages,
all of that will feel like an anchor to
it's gonna be a burden. Yeah, texting every day, FaceTiming every night. You can only FaceTime with him so much
You're
when
like,
you want to go to the Tuesday
read
night.
29 pages in the next, and that's for each class. And I gotta do ain't enough Chat GPT AI help in the world to get you're gonna be too busy. Then you're trying to understand the layout of a new city, like the social layout of it. Like, okay, where is it cracking? Where to not go? Where to eat? Where's the best thing? Like, you're just gonna be out and about. And while you're learning this whole new world, you got somebody that's like, hey, I'm just at the 7-Eleven shit. Like that shit. Let me tell you something. Me and my first love didn't make it just off the strength of that. But I was full on culture shock going from Lacey, Washington to Opelika, Miami, Florida, like within a month, I was wearing wife beaters with baby dreads, smoking Black and Milds outside the dorm. Like, I was like, I'm a whole new nigga, goddammit. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? I would call home, just the way she answered the phone. And God bless her soul for staying in the pocket and being the sweetest sweetheart that she is, because to this day, she ain't changed up. But for me, going through all of that as a Black man, it's a whole nother world, goddammit. When you're in a foreign place and everyone's trying to assess who you are, and are you danger? Are you a threat? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't carry myself as like, I'm not nerd. I'm not like round glasses, wearing, fucking high tightened pants with dress shoes, and like I'm not trying to disarm you. I am who I am. And that enters into a space where it's like, man, who the fuck are you with your head all high and shit and chest poked out? You know what I'm saying? Some people look at that like, we got to break this. Where your grandma stay? Like, it's a thing. So I'm calling back. She's like, hi. And I'm like, man, click. What the fuck
You
this
sound too
this is?
excited.
Bitch, I almost died 3 times a day. Some goddamn hi. Fuck you doing? I watched a movie. Like, all right, man, I ain't fuck off this goddamn phone. Like, that's where I was at with. Like, and I knew she knew, because when I came back for Christmas or whatever, like, I was just at the game, like, man, this whole shit is lame, nigga. It's a motherfucker when you grow up and all of that is the dopest, it's the dopest whatever. You go down and you see, Miami is fast, bruh. Like, it's high school juniors stripping, making $30,000 a goddamn weekend or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Look at young Miami. Like, that motherfucker is young and she is a boss. Like, she's a boss. That's like... In Miami was, bruh, the girls that were like, let's say the hot girls at a high school, literally getting dropped off or driving up in Maybachs, Corvettes, nails, hair done, everything did, money, because their families already get, like, we're not going to college. This shit right here, baby. You got these 4 years to set this motherfucker off, and we all went here. We all went to Miami Northwestern, or we're all bulls. Everybody bulls. Your mama was prom queen. Your auntie was prom queen. Your mama was prom queen. Everybody was prom queens all the way down the line. Now you hit high school, you think that all them ladies ain't like, bitch, we got to make sure your edges is right. Like, there's a star football player, bitch, you about to sit right there by him. You're going to, like, they is serious about positioning and shit. Like, so that's way beyond the shit we were thinking about. We're like, I'm about to do the guitar club. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was more, there was like always a little element of danger. It was just a little more like, the other team comes in, the cheerleaders are hella thick, nigga. The cheerleaders are titties ass looking grown. And the cheers were different. You know what I'm saying? We'll beat your ass. Boy, I will fuck you up. What? We are the da-da-da-da-da-da, bitch. Put your dukes up. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Go back to my school, and they're like, Big G, little O. Go. Big G, little O. I was like, man, this shit lamed in a bit. Like, by contrast, it was. It was. You know what I'm saying? There's a live band on the other side of the aisle, fucking going, bum, 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 da, 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 da. The freshmen are dunking. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Come back to my school, bounce passes, coaches out there.
That one glove trying to music.
Yeah. These guys, the kids are ready. Like, the grades was that they're ready to go to D1 immediately. Like, you're talking Miami, like Northwestern. This is a 6A school, and that's the biggest you can get. These schools are as big as colleges. Like, there's fucking 8,000, 9,000 students in the high school. The star players are for real star players. They look like grown-ass goddamn men. They're seniors in high school. They're 6'6", 240 solid muscle. Like every 14 years we get a kid like that where we're from. They had 5 starters like that. And they played against 5 starters on another team that were from 7 miles over, and they got another set of big ass goddamn kid. Like, it's just nuts. You look up and they're like, former alumni are here. They're giving shout outs. It's Miami, nigga. It's not no names. It's Maurice Claret. It's Teddy Bridgewater. And you're like, nigga, I'm watching these niggas on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And they got all other bitches. They show up with dripped out, and you know what I'm saying? The mamas on the... It was a whole Miami is a different motherfucker. I'm not talking about that vacation Miami neither. I'm talking about that live, like, generational Miami. That's just different. And by contrast, poor little old Lacey Poor little old Lacey could not compete. So my first love, absolute sweetheart, diamond in the rough, just a sweetheart. But I had just seen so much so fast and grew so much so fast. And my street senses had just, it was like a new frontal lobe opening next to the lobe I had already. Like everything that would make my spidey senses tingle in Lacey, like that shit was just on in Miami at all times. So to come back and be like, man, this is fuck. Like,
so how long did it take for you to be like
our hard kids? That you be like, man, I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? Like the little gangster kids.
Yeah.
Like, man, only if need be would I be fucking around with them. I went to Miami, came back and was like, you niggas is hoes, nigga. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, where I just was at, the kindergartners got guns. Nigga, you ain't shit.
So when you left, how long did it take you to like be like, I ain't worried about you no more?
About who?
That girl.
Man, it did not take me long to be like, listen, I need to focus on what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Well, and that's my experience. But time and time again, whether it was mine, whether it was a HBCU or a big ass PWI or even a mid-level state school, like even if it's Cheney. Cheney is a tiny little city, but when you get there, there is so much to discover. Spokane's 10 minutes away. There's so much to discover there. And if you're wild and adventurous, you all out in Spokane Valley seeing what else there is out there. Mm-hmm. Not to mention down division and like getting a real feel for the second largest city in the state.
And it's your first time with like independence away from your
telling you,
mom and dad.
Ain't nobody being like, you need to be home by this time. Mm-hmm. You find out the consequences for staying out late all night long and shit when you missed that alarm, or you got to like now right. Who's accountable? You, right. Bruh. There's nobody else to. You missed the bus. There's nobody to be like, hey, I missed the bus. Can you drop me out? Like you better figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Now you dealing with all of that at the same time as somebody is romanticizing the past with you. It's the past.
Mm-hmm.
It's the past that they're presenting as a possible future too. Like and you'll find out fast like that life is too simple.
Well, I told myself.
she has aspirations for way more. Mm-hmm. Like her major already changed. Mm-hmm. Just from a little bit of being around was like, fuck that, I'm going to broadcast journalism.
Well, I will say this though. If we enter Thanksgiving and they still dating, I'm gonna be texting McKenna from an unknown number like, hey, I just fucked your boyfriend, you stupid slut.
We'll know what you, because your mouth gonna change. Nigga, you be like, yeah, Nate, I've been trying to get rid of old boy for a little while now. You know what I mean? I'm like, why are you licking your lips like that? Because if I don't, I'll die. Shit, I ain't got no lips. When your mouth starts changing, we'll know it's you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What happened in the news? What's trending?
Well, I don't sure y'all. I don't know if you want to talk about the thing that's trending.
Talking about the dude that got shot?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, Charlie Kirk. Did you see the video?
Yeah. What do you mean? Everyone saw the video. Nobody asked for it to play. That bitch was at the top of my Instagram.
I was avoiding it for the longest, but then I accidentally came across it because I would see, oh, this is it, and I would just try to swipe away because it was very graphic. It was like somebody turned a faucet on in his neck.
Far away, but he was like, boom, faucet, out of there.
Out of there. Yeah, well, what do you want to say? How do you want to start?
First, it's worth saying I precede this by saying I wouldn't wish this on nobody. Like, it sucks very badly that, like, one, he died, two, his wife and two kids were there. That's first. I'm obviously not wishing that on nobody. I'm not familiar with his work enough to know what's up. I just know there was a little blonde kid that's been trying to battle rap him or whatever, like that. They've been trying to
debate. Yeah.
It's white people battle rap. As far as I'm concerned, that's all debating is. It's goddamn battle rap without rhyming.
Yeah.
And so I was like, it would be cool to see them have their showdown, just the same way I would if any boxer was like, why you won't fight me, man? Fight me, man. I'd be like, man, just fight him. Yeah. So there's that. But what I thought was nuts, where I think the funny was that I wouldn't even say the funny.
The irony.
No, I'm not even talking about the part that he's like in the middle of being like gun violence and then he gets shot. That ain't it. That's fucking that's the opposite of tragedy. That's where the comedy lives, right? So the part I'm talking about is like, okay, this guy gets shot, and based on his messaging and his following, it's like crazy, right? Not crazy, but like, like
A lot.
yeah, like a lot, hella right, conservative, whatever. And then he gets shot, and everybody's like looking for a black shooter. Everyone's looking for somebody that represents who all the targets been on this whole time, who you thought was your enemy the whole time, and you look up and the kid that shot. I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, is that his little brother? The shooter looked like he could be his cousin.
Yeah, a little young dude, 22.
But still look like he could be a relative of him. White dude, brunette. What do we talk about?
Which is typically what those type of shooters are. Like the dude who supposedly shot at Trump was like around the same age, white dude,
But then Trump lived, and he's like, after them, the immigrants did it. No, they didn't play.
Yeah.
Your nephew did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody your son's age is the one that was out there tripping. So that's the part that I find ironic. That now they're, who do we hate? Who do we hate? And you look up ourselves. Like that's the part that I'm like, that's a trip.
Yeah.
I think it's and maybe this is me being Afrocentric, but the fuck do I got to go through TSA and get frisked and all that shit for when ain't no history of us fucking nothing up? All we did was build the motherfucker and create every goddamn thing and invent everything of value. But why? Like, that should be the first thing you're looking at. Hey, if I have on a do-rag, I am most definitely getting randomed. And that's the thing I wanted to do. I was thinking I wanted to like film a day with do-rag on and show a day without do-rag on and watch because I've noticed it. It's not just that. Like, it's also like I could be on the phone, and if I'm without a do-rag, it's fine. Nobody's even tripping. They're even like, sorry, I don't want to interrupt your call, but would you like some water or anything, sir? With a do-rag, it's like, sir, sometimes kids come in here, and if you could just keep it down. It's like, this a full-ass bar. Ain't no kids coming in here. Mm-hmm. It's this do-rag where you feel like I look like what you've been conditioned to think is a menace, or that what you think is conditioned to be, you're conditioned to think I'm a problem. Right? Do-rag on, I'm getting followed all around the store. Everybody's watching me. No do-rag, sir, how can we help you? Mm-hmm. I want to shoot that. And I wonder if there's that same psychology. That's an epistemology study is what that's called. But I wonder if that same phenomenon is for like girls in bonnets. Right? And I already know if I just go no do-rag, same outfit on a white dude, I already know it's going to be different. We sent Heath in enough places to see that they treat us different. You know what I'm saying?
You should get those one glasses, the meta joints where you can record. Yeah. Because I watch videos. There's this one dude who I just seen it last night. He had a little over 10,000 cash on him, right?
Yeah.
That he already went through TSA, yada, yada. And he sells shoes and stuff like that. So he was on the plane, and they went in. Some undercover cops or whatever came in, pulled him off, and was going through they wanted to look through his backpack. And he was just like, I got nothing to hide.
Right.
And they was like, well, can we see your phone so we want to check pictures. I'm like, pictures? He's like, you know what? That's a very big invasion of my privacy. And I know by law, I don't have to let you see any of my pictures. Like that's crazy. But he's like, but you know what? Since you want to be so goddamn nosy, and he knew he was recording this too. He's like, go ahead. And he was like, oh, no, don't worry about that bitch. He's like, yeah, look at you. He was like, don't be staring at that picture so hard. Is it illegal? So it's illegal to have a pair of titties on your phone, type of shit like that. But he was just like, but it was just again, and he was with a white dude.
Yeah,
they pulled both of them off, but then
had more money than him. They didn't even touch him.
I don't know that, but then they were like, oh no, they sent the white dude back on the plane, and they kept the black dude.
You good? Enjoy your flight.
And then he was like, he's like, and you're sure this is random? Like the black dude kept saying that the whole time. Right. You sure this is random? Yes, sir. It's totally random. We appreciate you being so, you're complying with everything.
You randomly pulling people off flights and going through their shit.
But he kept saying that, like, and again, I just want to be. You guys do this with everybody, and I'm just random. It's not because of. Right. But but he had those glasses on, so they didn't know they were being filmed.
Well, he must have had some shit over it, because them glasses, the whole point of so that you can't just film.
Oh, it's a light on there, right?
Yeah. But you could just literally hole punch some electric tape and it fits over the hole perfectly. Oh. That's the only way to just be filming. And there's been quite a few shows now where I've seen them little lights on people's faces in the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, I like to have, for me personally, I just like to have fun in those moments because there's a Fred Meyer's over where I live.
Yeah.
Man, there's the amount of times I've counted on my hand where they send one of those secret shopper people, the security people to act like they shopping, but they're really watching me. I can't count. Like I've lost count. But I just like to have fun with those people because once
I'll be stopping in random spots.
Yeah.
So you looking for similar?
Yeah,
too?
Exactly. I'm like, dog, why do you got that same shirt on your hand, man? You know you ain't gonna buy that, dog.
Yeah.
Look, man, it's cool. I spotted, man. Come follow me, man. Come hang out with me, man.
Let's price
Come
check
on,
some
man.
shit.
You don't got to hide. I know you watching me, so come on and shop with me. Like I just call them
they
out.
be like, what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Are you, hey man, what kind of condoms you think I should get? The slims or the double rib? Which one you thinking? I just try to mess with those people in those moments and just have fun with it rather than get too I don't want to let them to be able to control me to like set me off.
To shoplift. I'm gonna buy mine, but you should steal this one. Since we all looking at the same shit. Like you keep touching that, man. Just steal that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a distraction and you just walk out the store, man. They'll never know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's funny.
You gotta be careful because they got secret shoppers in here. Like that's the kind of shit I was saying. Like I have fun with that same like, yeah, let's just have some fun with because I know what it is. Like I've been shopping and I've had a regular experience, and then when it's extra, it's extra. It's just eyeballs looking over the top of a shelf. Like, what the fuck are you doing, ma'am? Why are you in men's clothing looking at drawers?
Right. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this though about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. Do you think this is a moment where everybody's like, oh, maybe we should like take a step back with like our people's rhetoric, how we talk about people or how we explain things? Like, do you think, because I saw this post from Dr. Umar, Dr. Umar was like, hey, like, I believe Charlie Kirk to be a racist. And, you know, he hit all the points. He was like, but I'm not about to celebrate, you know, same things similar to what you said. And then all the black folks was getting on. I'm like, hell no, Dr. Umar, you know, they wouldn't post the same shit about you which is probably true. They probably wouldn't. But I know Dr. Umar's mindset is like, I'm sure when he seen that, he was like, shit, that could have been me.
Yes.
Because I go to colleges and I have conversations, and then what he's saying probably rubs a lot of white people the wrong way as he calls them, you know, as he talks about the other side, right? Yeah. So I'm sure in that moment, he was like, well, let me say something with some grace because that could have been me.
I think that, I don't think Dr. Umar's, that is not his motivation to say or not say something. If anything, I think he just actually feels like that. Because if it was about the positioning of it, doubling down on everything he's ever said right now will look like power. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, take me next then. I'm standing on Bennett. Like, that's what it is. I was like, okay. Y'all shooting people on stages now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm thinking.
It got me thinking that too. So I'm like, well, goddamn.
Right.
Like what? Who should stop anybody from like, I don't like the jokes this motherfucker making. He think he real funny about this and this. You know what I'm saying? You at a meet and greet. That's what I'm talking about. Does it make
bitch?
That's what I think about.
Is that my baby mama? That's who shoot at you.
What I'm
Is that my
saying.
baby mama? Is that my daughter's boyfriend? Are they sniping together? Two degrees right, 2 degrees left.
So I don't. So I'm asking, do you think it's this moment where people like, hey, let's take or is it this moment where everybody's like, nope, we doubling down?
I don't know how white people react to this. I know we've had black orators and black speakers that have been assassinated. And I'm not trying to paint any picture where Charlie Kirk is akin to Martin Luther King Jr. or Malcolm X in any means.
I know I've seen those debates.
But what I'm saying is we have not had somebody that was like, you know, like
our guy, like to a lot of
we haven't had a great white hype that got popped, so we don't know how they react. I know there's a whole movement where I saw white people being like, you know, what they say, like white get it back,
white fight back,
white fight back,
some shit like that.
Fight back against what?
Yeah.
The power structure that y'all claiming that y'all built.
People posted that Chris
we
Rock
ain't doing it, so who you going after? Yeah,
you right.
You not the victim, so who are you fighting back?
Yeah.
Chris Rock need to fight back, He got slapped. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Charlie Kirk family need to fight back. This is a hell of a movie.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a.
be.
This is where the mom straps up and becomes a vigilante and tracks down the person, and now we got that. I'll watch that.
Yeah. Oh, I did see something. Do you know who Candace Owens is? She posted something yesterday. I read it this morning, and she said she believes, and we're about to find out. She's like, news is going to come out about this, but Charlie Kirk was in a back and forth for the past couple months with some pretty big billionaires who weren't happy with him. She posted something. She was like, Charlie Kirk he's had this dispute between these group of billionaires who either paid him money to do something or say something, and he didn't follow through with what he was supposed to be doing. But she said that it's all money, and all that money's on paper trails. So she said there's going to be news coming out about, like, hold on. She said there might be something involved with that. Not anything that anybody's really talking about. And that's the thing, too. As much as people are saying things, like, and it's crazy, and I'm not saying I don't want to anger anybody, but like, because I didn't really care. You can say, listen, you can say whatever you want to say.
You can too, nigga. This show's called Opinionated.
Yeah.
You don't got to be right. This is all opinion. You can
say whatever you want, especially as long as you're not murdering people or adding or making, or helping somebody out.
Or just maliciously causing harm with your words.
Yeah. But I think I'm interested to see what she's talking about and what comes out on that. Because to me, that makes more sense. Like,
I think all this shit is a distraction from them Epstein files.
That could be too. I heard some stuff about that too.
How hard is it to just open this shit up and let us look at it?
I heard Trump. They said there's a conspiracy that Trump put the hit out.
I wouldn't put it past him. He said some shit like, I could shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and get away with it. Who knows? What I do know is I don't wish that on nobody. And it's all going to come out, whether true, false, or whatever. There's going to be 10 books, 2 movies. You know what I'm saying? But when you ask me what are people going to do, I couldn't tell you what they're going to do because this is new water that we're swimming in.
So are you changing up what you're doing?
Hey, what am I doing? Making people laugh?
No, I mean like how you move. Because I know you added I've noticed you added a little extra security when you move around. Yeah, I got a
security that'll knock your bitch ass out too. You talking about people not having lips, that nigga will sock your top lip off. Stay strapped. And that way I ain't got to do it because I'm wild enough to actually be with it on me too. So I got security, so I ain't got to do it. That's what people don't understand. I don't have security because I'm scared of people, whatever might pop. I have security, so I don't have to be the one that puts hands on your goofy ass. I would snatch you the fuck up and knock you over like some fucking Legos. So yeah, we gotta have somebody with a calmer mind to prevail and keep everything cool and check spots before we walk into it. But I haven't had lunacy in front of me. What I've had is San Francisco is what set it off. That after party, did you go? The after party in San Francisco was great, but it was like pandemonium, right? So as soon as we walked in, it'd be like 2 drunk people. The husband's like, yo, my wife wants a picture. I'm like, bet. So I'm smiling with the drunk lady, and she's like, let's do another pose. Let's do another pose. She's doing too much. Like, her husband ain't the one holding the camera. So he got a little bit of tinge of jealousy. While that's happening, a whole nother dude jumps in the picture, like, let me get one over here. Whatever. He's like, hey, man, it's my fucking wife. Move out the way. Like, that's what it was, to where security was like, hey, you come over here and wait. You go over there. I'll take the picture. Sir, get on the other side with it. Like, that organization it was an organized chaos was super necessary, but I did not hire him then. Monique was like, you need security when you come to the Bay, bro. I'll pay for him to do it. And he did it on the strength from her relationship with him. Since then, I was like, nigga, you're hired. It's just that simple. So now when we go, like, I needed security at the after party for Emma Queen at my own club. Could not believe it. I was like, maybe I'm vain. Maybe, I don't know. It's an immature thinking, but I was like, this is my club. I got all these security on the shit or whatever. I'll be fine. But at the end of the day, it took personal security that was not associated with the Super Funny Comedy Club to make sure that I was good. Straight up. There was 2 or 3 people doing too much that night. Doing 2 to 4 much. Like he was like, man, I seen a guy that was problematic to you 2 or 3 times, and I think he's fucking with people. I think he's fucking with the openers. I think he's just anyone that was on stage tonight. He's just saying any shit to. He's clearly inebriated or whatever. He's like, I'm just gonna put him out. I was like, man, that's your call. So he goes and he puts him out. As soon as he puts him out, 5 or 6 were like, thank God he was. I was like, why didn't y'all tell security or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if he stays in there, we don't know where that escalates to. If he's like, give me a fucking hug or whatever the fuck. But he was that particular guy doing too much. Latino guy lit off his ass. You know, he was mumbling and then being defensive when you didn't understand him. So he was like, you're like, what? He's like, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Right? I'm like, man, let me go. I'm trying to say something. I'm like, hey, bro, like your chin is right there to get goddamn skibinked. So, yeah, security is necessary. Yeah. Matt had security. Matt had 2, it looked like goddamn, 3 tough ass white boys.
Yeah.
Tough ass white boys. And I talked to them after. They were like, yeah, we used to be out with Kevin Hart and stuff when he was touring the most. But I'm talking like, I don't know, Eagle Scouts.
Yeah, I'm thinking
some not Eagle Scouts, that ain't it. I'm talking about like, they were like former Green Berets. Yeah. Like they aren't fucking around.
Yeah, when I ever pop off like that, I need me one of them tough ass Green Beret white boys. Mm-hmm. I want a big one of them big Samoans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ex NFL, D lineman.
I want all bald headed black women. I want the Dora Milaje. I want the Dora Milaje. Like I want. That's true though. That's what I want.
That's the last person you won't smoke with.
I want right. Some bald headed sisters.
Yeah.
But that are intentionally bald. Like they've already said, fuck this with a straight edge. And all they do is shave their head and practice martial arts with nunchucks and shit. It's either that or I get a whole army of like a little army of Asians. Like I want like 5 super dedicated like Vietnamese ex-soldiers. Like that would be fire.
Hilarious.
They all know Krav Maga and shit.
That just clicked.
You touch me, they gonna touch you. And Krav Maga teaches you to leave with a piece of whoever you just grabbed.
That's
an
that,
eyeball, a nostril, a tooth.
Ain't that Israeli hand-to-hand MMA style combat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to take one of those classes. It was too much. Didn't need to know it. But I just want people to just don't let this Charlie Kirk thing consume you a little bit. I read some people lost their jobs because they were saying stuff.
Really?
Like, good, glad he died, and then everybody's like, well, wait a minute, I thought we had free speech. Yes, we do have, you are free to say whatever you want to keep you from going to jail, but if you have a job, you might not be able to say what you want to say.
You don't have to say that. Whoever's fucking up and doing it, that's their path, brother.
I'm just saying,
your warning right now is smart. Not going to keep them from doing that.
No, it's not. But you should take heed because I saw
Somebody
this young kid.
listening to this is like, I was just about to say something crazy online about this, but now that Trent said that, I'm going to chill.
50 said the best thing about it. He said, man, in times like these, you should just shut the fuck up. You know what? Yeah, I ain't gonna say shit. Let everybody else, put their statements out and
read everything
and just read everything. Let stuff come out.
Be well versed without having to speak on it.
Because the first person I thought shot him was this old man. His pants was down his ankles and they was dragging his ass up out of there. And I was like, look at this crazy ass old man. He the one that put him down, and I could have just went off on that narrative. Now he's actually suing them and everybody for defamation and all of that.
He's like, I was minding my business. The only way you can get off saying what you want to say is on some Kevin Durant style.
Burner mode, absolutely.
No lip mom. You got to hit a computer. The computer say your tweets. That's the only way you can get off whatever your craziest thing is.
Yeah.
But I've been distant from it other than like I saw it. I was like, that's crazy. For me to not have had clicked that. Like I remember as a kid, you have to go to like facesofdeath.com and watch like
somebody had to hand you a DVD that
like, bro, don't let nobody know you got this or you get expelled. Like that's what it was. Like, and this was just nuts. Like I literally opened up the app and there it was. Like, and I didn't know. That's the thing. I didn't know he had already gotten. I didn't know what had happened. So I'm like, why is this guy who I've seen a couple times saying some pretty, poignant stuff on my thing? So I'm watching and not knowing that that's what's about to happen. So when it happened, I was like, was that AI? Then I tap it and I'm reading. I'm like, oh my God. What the fuck? Like, I was thinking of talking points to say back to what he was talking about. I was invested. I'm like, what do you mean gang violence? Oh! Bruh. Like, there's no NSFW warning. There was no... Like, at the end of the day, whoever's in charge of the social media that just let that motherfucker autoplay, come on, man. Because you guys are muting my videos for
way less.
For you mute my videos, or you like let it get 10,000 views when I got 750,000 followers, or like what you guys are not letting happen on my page to let that rock for. It's probably still on there. You're supposed to have a warning that goes, you gotta be a certain age to see this or whatever. Like I've seen that where something like that, this content is,
it's like blurry before.
Yeah, and then you gotta say see. At first it says see why.
Yeah.
And then you can press. But like, why did this have that? This shit happened on a weekday, right? Nobody was off work.
Yeah, happened on a weekday.
And even if you were, you're like, yo, we gotta catch. But so many accounts were posting it that I guess a couple got through, but whatever got through on mine, and I don't have this. What's nuts is there's nothing in my personal algorithm that would suggest I want to see snipers, shooting, death, assassination, Charlie Kirk, debates, college campuses. None of that is anything I regularly look at.
Yeah.
Now, if he got shot by a bad bitch with Down syndrome and a fat ass, I'll be like, that's what I get. Because that's what my algorithm been feeding me. And it's been starting on the cheeks and then panning up. She's like, yeah. Like, it's a booby trap.
I see those videos too, but then I feel something about them now because I heard that some of those videos be an AI filter.
On a regular girl?
On a regular girl.
I heard that too. I saw somebody was like, that ain't even her real chick.
Yeah,
she's just a thick-ass chick, but she's not getting enough attention, so she put Down syndrome on herself.
Which is crazy. But
I didn't follow no accounts like that, but if you let one play, it's a wrap. So now
I'm out here looking for one. That's
my algorithm right now, because I've been watching a lot of videos on how to take our lighting and our filming stuff and things that streamline what we do to another level. Like I have, I don't know, fucking 100,000 different creators that are like, here's the right settings to export on your iPhone. Here's the right settings to this. Here's the right, like that's what mine is. What's that? Something happened?
No, I just plugged this in.
Just cause?
You got to read.
Oh, bet. Anyway, so that's what my thing is. That's why every night you get all these messages from me. I'm like, do we need this? Do we need that? Do we need that? You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, it was a good hour.
Oh, well, shit, yeah. Well, let's wrap it up then. Hell, thank y'all very much for watching this episode. I appreciate y'all. Get the most out of life. Whatever that means to you, you do that. You start doing that this very moment, right now. When this stops, you start living a little bit more today than you did ever before. Peace.